This is Tyler Janet's Physics 222 video homework 2, objective saying I can plot by hand or computer electric field vectors to scale for at least 10 different points in a space surrounding at least 3 different source charges. So I came up with a task. Say you have 3 different source charges. Charge 1 located at -5.5, 0.5, 1.5 with charge of 10 times 10 to the -6 coulombs. Charge 2 is at 5.5, -0.5, -1.5 with charge of -10 times 10 to the -6 coulombs. And charge 3 is at 0.5, 5.5, 0.5 with charge of -20 times 10 to the -6 coulombs. Plot the electric field created on a computer and scale for at least 10 different points in space. So here I have my code. I made my positions. I called my point source charges balls here for simplicity's sake for the coding. So ball 1, you can see I have the position, radius, and color defined along with the charge as ball1.q. Same thing for ball 2 and ball 3. Then I define my constants, and then here I simply make my grid of vectors, and then here I create the electric field for the plot and the grid. So yeah, that's really about it. As you can see, I have R1, R2, and R3, and then I use those in my electric field equations to get basically my electric field for each point source, or each ball in this case, and then I add those all together to get my net field, and then I make my arrows to resemble the E net. That's really important, because if you don't do that like I did the first time, you'll have three-way arrows at a lot of points. So here I'm going to run the program. And as you can see here, as I zoom in, you have just a lot of different points in space here. You have the 3 balls with the charges, and you can zoom in on just about any point in space and see the arrow. Oh, that's a little too much. And you can see the arrow for the point charge. And I'm having trouble zooming out here. But there you go. Yeah, so I have the 3 balls, and then all these points in space, the arrows represent the net charge in each point in space, and again, that's going back to my code right here, and here's the arrows and my E field, and yeah, that's really about it. So yeah, and that all satisfies the objective, which states that I can plot by hand or computer electric field vectors to scale for 10 different points in space surrounding at least 3 different source charges. Once again, Tyler Janet's Physics 222 video homework 2.